So doing laundry used to be a nightmare for me before I found this clothes hamper. Hi, my name is Marlena, and today I want to talk to you about this clothes hamper and laundry sorter. So this thing is 4 years old, and I know you probably can't tell because it still looks brand new, but this thing is 4 years old. And before I had this, I used to store me and my husband's dirty clothes in one big one compartment laundry hamper, which meant every single time I wanted to wash our clothes, I had to dump our dirty clothes out and handle through our dirty clothes. And that was everything from our dirty, wet towels to my husband's work clothes. He's a carpenter and does a lot of work outside. So his clothes frequently has everything from sawdust in them to gasoline. And on top of that, just having his clothes mixed in with my day-to-day work clothes and regular clothes, I just didn't like that. So this hamper has completely solved those problems for us, as well as it is just such a huge time saver because I no longer have to go through and sort my dirty clothes before washing. It just cuts on the time. So all I do when I'm ready to wash clothes is I take whatever compartment or clothing I want to go wash, and I just grab the bag, head over to my washing machine, and I dump the clothes in. So no longer do I have to handle my dirty clothes. Let me show you the condition of these bags. So being that these things are 4 years old and they have, we use this thing every single day, these bags are still in excellent condition. So I actually went through each bag before I started the video. There is not one stain or watermark on these bags, as well as there's no tears or rips. All the stitching is still intact, and the handle is still there's no bends or dents in the handles. The handles still work very well. Each compartment can hold up to 25 pounds worth of clothing, which means this frame can support 100 pounds of clothing, which is just seems outrageous. But as much as I put this thing through in the last 4 years, I don't doubt it. But what I really like is because this hamper has 4 compartments to store your clothes in, you can really customize how you want to divide and organize your clothing. So with me, the way I divide our clothing is I have my husband's work clothes in one compartment. I have my workout clothes in another, which I love because with my workout clothes, I don't want to wash my clothing with those clothes. I don't want to wash with softeners. So I love that I can keep these clothes separate from my other clothes. I have my sheets and towels in this compartment, and then I have my regular day-to-day clothes and scrubs in this compartment. Say if you didn't want to pick up on these bags to tote to your washing machine, because this hamper has wheels on the bottom of it, you can easily roll this thing throughout your house. Even when this thing is completely full of clothes, it's very easy to maneuver. There's also some locks on the wheel, so say you get where you want to be, there's some locks on the wheels to where you can lock this thing in place. Now, because of how much this hamper stores, which is again up to 100 pounds worth of clothing, and with me having this thing for so long and moving it around my house, the frame over time, you may notice, might start have some issues with racking, where you might get some sway and shifting and wiggle into the frame that may not have been there before. What I will say is that it's an easy fix, though. All you do is get an Allen wrench and you go through, and all you do is tighten up the bolts on the side of the frame, and it makes this thing solid again, which I actually tightened up my frame right before I did this video. And with my clothes hamper, it's nearly full of clothes, and so you can see there's no wiggle room or movement. So this thing has held up so well, and it just looks brand new still. So what I would like to do now is show you how this thing fits into my closet, so you can get an idea of where it fits, and also a little bit more information about the dimensions of this hamper. All right, so this is where my hamper lives, and in my master closet. So if you're curious about the dimensions, the length from side to side here is just under 40 inches. The height is just under 32 inches, and then the depth is around 16 inches. If you're looking for exact dimensions, it's in the product description. But that just gives you an idea of where you could potentially store this thing. So if you're looking for a better way to sort and store your dirty clothes until it's time for wash, I highly recommend this hamper. It has held up so well over the last 4 years, and you can see the front of each bag just still looks brand new. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching.